Welcome to Sass and Slapshots, a podcast for women who love hockey by women who love hockey.
We're here to give listeners weekly news, game analysis, and cultural hockey conversations from the perspective of two women who found hockey later in life.
There's no shame in our game, from veteran fans to rookies just discovering hockey. Everyone is welcome to learn more and encouraged to become obsessed with the best sport on the planet.
Let's dive like Ben into today's episode. Lacey is a brand owner and advocate for underrepresented hockey fans and players. She recognizes that hockey is not, in fact, for everyone yet. Lacey serves underrepresented hockey fans as well as her local marginalized communities because she maintains many identities from those groups. Her brand and personal focuses are on queerness in hockey, indigenous hockey origins, and current representation, anti-racism in hockey, believing and advocating for women and victims of abuse and assault by hockey players, fat representation in sports and sports merch, and creating spaces for disabled, chronically and mentally ill, and neurodivergent fans. Double Hockey Stix is inspired by skateboarding, pop culture, meme culture, and queer culture. The brand itself doesn't take itself too seriously, but we take the issues we support very seriously. Lacey, welcome to the podcast. We knew immediately when we were like, let's do a podcast. We were like, Lacey,
Yes.
we have to interview Lacey, because I feel like I am talking to like a famous person in our community.
Yes.
I do.
Fangirling over here like, it's really Double Hockey Stix.
And if you're listening to the podcast, both Sarah and I are, of course, in our Double Hockey Stix merch because you are the best at what you do, like for real. So we have some questions for you, and we're just so thrilled that you're here. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it's like supporting something that's launching is like, I live for that. So like, I'm so happy to support you guys in whatever way I can.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I think like I fell in love with you when you did the drop gloves punch Nazis line. Because, like, as somebody who holds that belief dear to my heart, and apparently that's radical, which is fucking insane in 2025, I was like, yes, this person gets it. Like, and then I went into your shop and I was like, oh my God, she gets it,
Yeah,
gets
it's
it.
a lot.
Yeah, I was like, this is the hockey chaos goblin shit that I love. Yes. Yeah. So I don't know. And you're so outspoken. You are so 10 toes down on what you believe and who you support. And I think we need more of that
Absolutely.
in the world, but definitely in professional sports, and holding men accountable for all the shit that they do.
Yeah.
And having any kind of consequence ever for anything that they do. So I just think your voice is so important in changing the culture and shifting the narrative.
Thank you.
Which is what we're all about at Sass and Slapshots.
Yes.
Like, we decided to make a podcast because there just wasn't enough women in sports and enough people talking about the dirty underbelly that is professional sports and has been for,
Decades.
forever.
Yeah. Can't escape it now.
Nope.
Got the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
It's
Sorry.
there.
No, you
there.
can run, but you can't hide.
yeah, it's here.
And I have to admit, like, I fell in love with Double Hockey Stix. I saw a flag, I think, on the Jumbotron at a game. And I was like, who made that? I want it. I have to own it. And I looked it up.
That's crazy.
And I saw it and I was like, I went on your site and I just like, I'm going to spend so much money. It's like, I love everything. The mansplaining, the everything was just perfection. I was like, I have to have all of this stuff.
Every time you drop new merch, I'm like,
I know.
My wallet.
I hear that all the time. And me too. I have to buy the product too.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
I'm
You're like,
struggling,
oh, my goddamn brain's too genius.
I don't know about
All
that.
right. So the first question is really easy. Like, what made you want to start Double Hockey Stix? Like, what happened? Like, how did this
Where
blow
were you
up?
at that point? Yeah.
What happened?
What
Yeah,
happened?
that's a good point. So what happened? I was actually going through a traumatic brain injury during 2020, COVID related, and just randomly had like a perfect storm and it wiped me out completely. I owned a different business back then in like the witch and like healing community. And I had a really, really big platform over there, lost the entire community, lost all my friends. I was bedridden for like a year and a half, like didn't talk to anyone in my life. I didn't even talk to my boyfriend who lived with me. I didn't know what was happening to me. Like I couldn't I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't go see doctors. I couldn't get like diagnosed. I just was in therapy, and like they helped me find a neuroplasticity program to like rewire my brain, and it worked.
Wow.
I was able to start like leaving my house and doing like little walks around my neighborhood and interacting with people again, friends, family. And I went to a hockey game, and I was like, in my neuroplasticity program, like we're supposed to find a hobby that kind of helps keep your brain neuroplastic. And I had been too sick up until that point to have a hobby. And I was like, well, I hate sports. So let me just learn about hockey because I'll never give a fuck about this. Like it'll just help me with my brain.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on me. So I got really into hockey. It connected me with my dad before he passed away, like reconnected me with my dad. I found a crazy queer community within hockey, which I wasn't expecting. And I had just realized that I was queer going through all this. So when I started Double Hockey Stix, when I wanted to start it, I was still very, very sick, and I couldn't. So it was just something that I thought about for a long time. And the one thing that I wanted to make was hockey is gay. Like that was the thing I wanted to make. And that was my first design. And so 2023 came, and I started working on Double Hockey Stix in like February, and I didn't launch it until September. And it was honestly just like something to prove to myself that I could join the working force again, because I hadn't worked in 3 years. My boyfriend was paying all of our bills. I've never not worked in my adult life. Like I started work when I was 16 years old, and I worked for Zoomies for 15 years, which is like a skateboard company. So like not working and relying on someone else was really, really hard for me. So I was like, let me just see if I can do this. And every time I tried to get a job or tried to do something, like I got diagnosed with another illness, or like my dad passed away. So like,
oh my God, felt
keeping me from like going back into the workforce. And I was like, well, my boyfriend's run a clothing brand for 13 years. I used to run a clothing brand. Like I know how to do this. Let me just do this. This is fun for my friends, no pressure. And I launched it in September of 2023, and I had so many sales that I was like, oh my God, how do people even know about this? And like, yeah, I think I have something here. So I had to take a big step back. It was very much a joke, and a lot of the things were like inside jokes with friends, and like things that I had to go like, this should never see the light of day. Like let me delete all this to like redo stuff. So it just, from day one, it was something. And I've never planned anything, or like I don't know, it's just happening. Like it's just happening. So I'm just going with it. And I've always said like I will do this until it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
And I definitely got almost to that point this summer. So I've been there where I'm like, this is the precipice. If it gets worse than this, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm not.
Yeah, like is this worth it? What are the
benefits?
Am I gonna get sick again? Like I can't,
right? Because I'm stressing over this. That was supposed to be fun.
So
I've definitely been there before, and I think Sarah and I on the podcast are kind of feeling that same like, oh shit, like we have something here. This is insane.
That's a good feeling.
So,
yes,
it's so weird.
But then
you have strangers just supporting you across the internet, and you're like, oh,
but that's because that group of people needs someone like us to support. That is what they're looking for. And it not that it doesn't exist, but it doesn't exist the way male hockey content and podcasts exist. It is very few and far between. And there's still a lot of women-led podcasts that are conservative, because that is the culture. So us
for sure,
liberals speaking out like against the culture, against the thing that we love. Like I think a lot of people are looking for that kind of
resonate with that. Yeah.
Feminine rage.
Yeah, and I think since like 2020 especially, like all of us have realized like, oh, everything is political. Everything has a underbelly, and we need to explore these areas that aren't being talked about enough. So kind of on that same vein, what are some of the challenges that you have faced having started a business based on inclusivity?
It's weird. In the beginning, I tended to get more negativity from my own communities. So like,
that's interesting.
So a lot of people had eyes on me and would critique me and, be really negative. And I just kind of, and it was always in specific places, specific social media spaces, specific groups, specific teams, fans, like very specific spaces. So I had to kind of learn how to like navigate that and say, you know what, I wouldn't take advice from these people. So why would I listen to criticism? And then also, I'm trying to do something. Like I'm trying. All I'm doing is trying. The critics are online, like not doing anything. I'm like, what are you doing for
Yeah.
our
Right.
communities? So I just
Right.
kind of had to learn how to navigate away from those spaces and
Yeah.
just kind of find my people where, we can talk openly about this stuff and we might not agree on everything and that's okay. Like there's space for us to
Right.
grow. And I might make mistakes. I might make product or say something that like my community doesn't agree with. We're different people. Like we have different lived experiences. We're
We're
not
not
a
a
monolith.
monolith.
And
Yeah.
that's why like it's so funny and cute that I get this all the time. Like people are like, "Oh, I'm fangirling," and like da da da. You're like a celebrity. And I'm like, "No, no, I'm not. I'm a fucking human. I am a very like I will make mistakes. I will fuck up. Like please let me do that. Like allow me and each other the capacity to fuck up so that I can
And be
change
human.
and fix it." Like
Yeah.
if you guys
Right.
knew me 10 years ago, we probably wouldn't be friends. Like, I don't have the same
Oh,
opinions,
same. For
And
sure.
like you said,
For
we're all
sure.
discovering everything is political now. And like, yeah, we had privilege of not knowing that our whole
Yeah.
lives. And,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Black people, Indigenous people, disabled people, queer people, they didn't get that luxury. So
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was very hard in the beginning to battle my own people and just like be like, man, like, why don't these people like me? Like, why can't I just be accepted by the people I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to help? Like, I'm still trying to help them even if they're against me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I want everyone
I'm
to,
still gonna
Right.
work on
yeah.
yeah.
I haven't really dealt with the noise that you would think I would get
Mm-hmm.
until this summer. And it wasn't even that
Okay.
bad. I found ways to
Mhm.
set boundaries, keep my spaces safe in person and online. And that's
Mhm.
been definitely a new kind of thing I'm dealing with. I've never felt like unsafe because I'm very passing in every way. Like I look female, I have a
Mhm.
straight white partner. I don't look Hispanic or
Mhm.
indigenous. I am.
Mhm.
So I have all these privileges and like I've never had to come face to face with like, ooh, I feel like I don't want to be around certain types of people because somebody might
Yeah.
do like literally do something physical
Right.
to me. Yeah. So that's definitely been a new kind of thing. It's not too crazy or anything, but it's definitely something I'm aware of
Mhm.
now that I definitely wasn't 2 years ago.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, it's very valid. I too am queer in passing and in every single way. So there are going to be things that other people in my communities have challenges and struggles with that I just have
Yep.
no concept
Right.
of. And I think acknowledging that and acknowledging the fact that you're going to fuck up as a creator, as a designer, as a person in general, like, this is kind of a long story, so I'll try to keep it short. But I was a content creator for the personal finance community for a decade.
What?
And yeah. And
They have that?
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's a big industry. And I recently quit that in August for
Woo!
many
Freedom.
reasons, but
And now she gets to
woo! Yeah. And now I get to just talk about hockey and it's way better. But there's a guru called Dave Ramsey, and he is an evangelical, white cis het, conservative, awful human being who is the head of the personal finance world. And for a very long time, I grew up in the South. I was married to a sheriff's deputy. I was closeted as fuck. I was a completely different person. But when I realized how all of that it was wrong for me and I kind of evolved into who I am today, I've always been like, hey, this is who I used to be. This is what I used to believe. That was incorrect.
Yeah.
I fucked
Yeah.
up. And now I am this person. And I think that is really important, especially in this cancel culture world that we live in. Like, just fucking take accountability. Like, that's all that people are asking for, and do better. So I think that call to action for people and
Yeah.
to have grace for some people, I
Yeah.
think that's really important. Sarah, do you want to go with the next question?
Want to go to a little bit lighter. What is your favorite design? Like, do you have a design that is more popular than you thought it would be? Or, what's your
Literally
favorite?
everything I think is gonna hit doesn't. And the things that I'm like, this is a fucking throwaway design. I'm just gonna put it up because one person might like it. Takes off. And I'm like, dude. So like this meeting could have been a hockey fight.
Yeah.
That was a total last minute addition to that collection, and it was the number one seller by far. I
That's
was
so
like,
funny.
holy crap. But like, I don't come from a corporate world like that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
come from that. I come from skateboarding and hockey
Right.
and
Right.
witchcraft. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
I personally don't connect with that. I mean, I think it's funny because obviously I made it, but I'm like, oh, this is something for, a little something, something for, the working class. And holy shit, there's a working class.
Well, that actually goes into like the question I skipped is how do you come up with designs that resonate with all fans? Like that kind of ties into the question I skipped.
Yeah.
I feel like you have something for everyone. How do you
Yeah.
do it?
Right.
Because I love all types of people. Like I genuinely am friends with all types of
Oh.
people. And my experience is all types of people. So it's not just
Yeah.
like one person I'm serving, even though I have a focus on, let's say like women.
Yeah.
Men buy my brand all the time.
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
And they're humble about it and they're okay with it. They're okay with me saying, hey, like, I'm not really focused on you. I'm stoked you're here and you're buying stuff, but like I'm gonna stick over here with what I
Yeah.
know because
Yeah.
for 33 years of my life I lived as a cis woman. So like
Yeah.
this is who I'm serving.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's just knowing people and like staying on top of trends. I honestly just like to be quite real. I just designed for myself and I'm like, I would
love
want to wear
that.
this. I think this is funny.
Yeah.
If other people don't buy it or don't like it, like, oh well, like I think
Okay.
it's funny.
I love that approach. I really do. I
Yes.
think that's
Yeah.
what keeps people away from burnout. Like making sure
I
that
do it
you're
for
having
me.
fun and you're doing
Yeah.
it for you.
Well, and I think the burnout thing's huge because I'm approaching 2,000 items on my website. Now, a lot of those things I'm making the same product over and over for 32 teams plus 8 PWHL teams. So I'm like
Right.
making the same thing. So finally I have access to customs, so I don't have to do that anymore. But it's like
Yay!
when I release things, I'm like, oh my God, like I was at a point where I was releasing things every week and like people were snatching it up every week. And I'm like, I need to be very grateful because at any point, buyer burnout could occur and people
Yeah.
could be like, yeah, I'm done buying this. And like, fortunately, that hasn't happened. I have like a 35% retention rate of like comeback customers.
Wow.
That's
So
great.
like the originals, I still see names from like the first week and those people are so meaningful to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am now much more cognizant of the burnout possibility. And so I've definitely learned how to like, I make a funny ass shirt and I'm like, oh my God, I have to sit on this like all summer because I can't release it right now. So like I did that with a couple things in
Yeah.
the preseason collection that I'm like, I thought of it in May and I'm like, no.
Yeah, and it's
And
crazy
so-
how seasonal it is too. Like,
Very
you have 10 months of making money really, and then it's off season.
And that's
Yeah,
the
so
funny
my
thing that I've learned through this is like there is no hockey off season. Now, yes, there is with professional.
Not in my heart.
Not in ours.
Dude, well, because I start vending with like small local leagues, and like now I have 3 tournaments that I vend at in the summer.
That
and
is sick.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
fun.
That's so
I
cool.
might not be making as much online, which it definitely does slow down, but like it doesn't go away completely. But I have these like 3 main events
Wow.
that I do in the summer that like keep me afloat and like I'm going to do more. Like I'm planning on doing
Great.
more. So yeah, it's really funny to like the NHL and even the PWHL are not the end all be all. Like there's
Right.
hockey all the time. There's roller hockey, street hockey, sledge hockey. Like there's so
Yeah.
many different things. There's pride hockey tournaments during June.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, I'm definitely I'm not a hockey player. Like I'm
Yeah.
just a fan. So
Yeah.
learning this routine has been like, oh shit, I'm busy all
All
day.
right.
Do you ever think that you would try to be a
No.
hockey player? No.
No.
No, this is so funny because every tournament that I vend at, all the hockey players are like, so when you gearing up, like when are you
Yeah.
getting out there? I'm like, I'm fucking vending. Like this is my business. They're like,
My team.
you can walk away. Like we'll run it for you. I'm like, good.
Just throw on some skates.
I'm good. I physically, I know that like that's not what I meant to do. I don't have the body for it. I'm not athletic. I don't know how to ice skate. And I have some disabilities that really would make me uncomfortable. It's just not for me, but I love it. It's beautiful. I support it. And
Yeah.
I love everyone. I encourage people to learn in their older age, like,
Mhm.
and women,
Love
like,
it.
please
Yeah.
start playing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not,
I
but
will-
you can.
I will root for you to do it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that so much.
I'll
I know my
cheerleader
purpose
for
and my
you.
place. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
stepping into
Yeah.
a lane that's not mine.
Yeah. Sarah and I are both insane, and we're gonna try this year.
Yeah.
I have played in 2 games, and it was D League, and I was like, oh, this is too much for me, so I'm like doing a E League now. Yeah, but everybody that I've talked to is very much like you. Like, they're so excited that older women are like finding the sport, getting into it, and like saying, "Fuck it, like I'm gonna try
I'm
it." Like,
doing it.
that's just it's just so fun to see.
You
Yes.
guys have to check out, I will send it to you, but it's
Okay.
at Her Soul Shot. She was
Okay.
in the little catalog that I made.
Oh,
And
cool.
she is an
Yes.
advocate for older women, adult
Love it.
women starting like recreational sports.
Yeah.
And
That's
Her
amazing.
message is so beautiful. It's just like, have fun.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I know
Right.
I'm gonna hurt. Like I know
Yes.
that it is going to hurt all over because I'm not in my 20s anymore. It's going
Exactly.
to hurt me, but I love it so much and I love to skate and I've always loved to skate. So to me, doing it now is something I'm like, I need to do it for myself to say I can, I can still do things even though I'm not am a teenager in my 20s anymore. I can still do things and have fun
Yep.
and be a part of a sport even though I am older. So I'm
And
excited.
you're not even that old. When I do tournaments, I'm seeing like women that are like in their 60s
Hell yeah.
That's
playing.
so
And I'm like,
cool.
fuck yeah. Like,
Yes.
get it. Like,
Yeah.
it's so amazing. So that's
Yeah.
super cool.
I can't remember the exact statistics, so if it's totally wrong, excuse me. I'm acknowledging that right now. But I know that growing up, girls are encouraged to do sports until puberty, really. And then the participation drops significantly. And so I do love the fact that more adult women are taking it up and kind of honoring their childhoods, being
Yeah.
like, you know what, I didn't have the opportunity to do this. I'm going to do it now. And I think that's really beautiful. And just people kind of coming out of the COVID haze, which I think we're still very much in as a society, and being like, you know what, I'm going to create my own community. I'm going to go interact with people, and I'm going to do it in this really fun way. And I love that.
I do too. All on board.
Yep.
Love it.
You
Love
guys
it.
all go play. I will be making
You'll be in the
And we'll
bleachers.
keep buying the clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the starting point? Okay, so I love the idea of the catalog. What was the starting point on that for you as far as like, was that something you planned on doing from the beginning and just
You're like, I don't think you guys understand how unplanned this all is.
I am so unplanned and like by the seat of my pants, and like I have ADHD, so I thrive under pressure. Like, it's the week before Black Friday. I also have that plus a trip that's going to take me away from prepping for Black Friday. Like, can I do this? But I was like, you know what? Like, this community is so important to me, and like this is an opportunity I have, and like for some reason right now at this exact time I have the time and I know the timeline. Like, I know me and I know these people. I can get this done. So I just said fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna try. I invited 50 people, and I think 25 or 26 people contributed.
Hey, that's
Which is
really
amazing.
impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, like half. I'm like, that's I
Yeah.
thought, like,
50% retention. That's sick.
right? I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought like 3 people were gonna be like, yeah, that's cool, and then I'd have to be like, well, I have to refund you. No, it was really cool, and all the stuff was happening with like Snap, and like everybody's
Mhm.
talking about like boycotting all the big box
Big
for Black
businesses,
Friday.
yeah.
And I'm like, hey, like there's these businesses out there, and like some of them have a bigger platform than me, but like that also helps. Like, if this
Right.
bigger thing than me can post something that I made, then
Right.
all of us get, that benefit. So
Mhm.
it's all that like synergy, like feeding off each
Yeah.
other. That's
Yes.
what
The
the community is, like.
collaboration.
Yeah.
Yes. So sometimes it is hard to reach out to larger accounts and be like, hey, I'm nobody compared to you, but I have a diehard fan base that like wants access to this kind of thing. And like, it's so niche, like women's hockey, gear hockey, like
Yeah.
it's so niche that like when I checked the like analytics of my website, it was by far the most visited page on my website that day, and like continues to be. And by a wide margin. And
That's
it's
great.
the best blog I've ever had analytically.
Hell
So
yeah. I love it.
I loved
very
it.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
would say I loved it, and I have actually gone to several of the crafters and bought like small stuff from them because the bedazzled pucks, I got my Victoire one, and I'm so pumped about it. I cannot even wait for it to get here.
Yes.
So it was so fun to be able to get on there and see these small businesses doing this, and all the
Yeah.
support from you and all the support from the Threads community.
Mhm.
To support small businesses doing hockey stuff. And that was
Yeah.
just amazing. And I absolutely loved it. And thank you for having us on there. It was
Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely. That makes me so happy. My partner was asking me last night, like, how are you gauging like the reception? Like, how do you know if people are buying stuff and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna talk to people and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one friend, she's local, and she was like, I literally just went and followed everyone. And I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we love to hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
it comes in different forms. It's not just monetary. Like
For sure.
following and engagement is part
The
of it.
community is huge. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think speaking from a person who has built a community in a very, very different space, the beginnings of the community are the most exciting. Like when people are just wanting to help other people out. When
Yes.
people are like, Double Hockey Stix. And I'm like, yeah, I actually do know her and I'm talking to her. And, it's wild, and knowing people by like their handles.
Oh, that's me. I'm terrible
I'm
about
like,
that.
what's your name? No, give me your handle because
Give me your handle.
yeah. And I just think like being able to come together and talk about this thing that is just so much fucking fun is really like the payday that is better for me at the end of the day. Like it's
Absolutely.
the best. So speaking of that, speaking of fun, who are your favorite NHL and PWHL teams for anybody who doesn't know? And is there a story behind the fandom? And we also need to know how it felt getting a hug from Boston Bruins' very own Jeremy Swayman. Because I died right alongside you.
I'm so excited for you. I was like,
So
oh my
stupid.
gosh.
Yeah, that was great. So I guess I'll talk about that first. So Leah is a local Ducks fan. Like I met her I'm in Anaheim, so Ducks are right here. So I met her last year and we have become closer on Threads like over the summer.
Mhm.
So I was really looking forward to like getting to go to some games with her this season. And last year she had bought the I just hope Jeremy Swayman has fun flag. And like
Yeah.
he lost it. Like he had clearly never seen anything like that in his life. And he did his entire warm-ups in front of her last year and gave her a puck. And like it was this whole cute thing. And then she was so excited that she didn't realize like the woman behind her like literally took it from her, the puck,
Oh,
and stole it.
wow.
Yeah. And like wouldn't give it back and was just like sorry and like walked away.
Breaks my heart.
It sucks. So, we always were like, she needs like her vengeance. So
Yeah, right.
I am a Bruins fan. So
Okay.
I wanted to go to the game and I knew she was going to be there with the sign. So I like texted her. I was like, hey, I'm going by myself. Like, can I come to warmups with you? And I wanted to make sure that I was there for support to film and like to get Jeremy's attention because a giant flag.
Right.
is
It's your face for sure.
right.
Yeah.
So he was super excited again. Obviously, like he remembered it. He remembered her and he gave her a puck again and she was so excited. And the hug was like, he didn't hug me. Like that was not for me. That was for Leah. He definitely like opened his arms and like lost it, not knowing that the Boston broadcast
Yeah.
us. Like
You get on Threads and it's just like exploded.
I put people on Instagram. I probably had like 20 people that were like, "You're on the Bruins, bro. How embarrassing!" But it was great. It was really. I like to advocate for that kind of fun, and like that's
Yes.
what my merch is for with the players. It is for creating those joyful, tender-hearted moments, like not harassing them,
Yeah.
not
Right.
being weird, like just having fun, like really what the flag says. So I think we achieved that, and it was the response because a lot of people have opinions about adults getting pucks and stuff from players. The response was so gorgeous. Like literally everyone was like,
I
this
love
makes
it.
me so happy.
That
And
is so awesome. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing in the world.
I know. If your first
Same reaction.
if your reaction is like not joy in other people's joy and like giving a shit what two women are doing in a hockey game, like who
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
oh,
It's not for you.
Exactly.
Like, move on.
Let's move along.
Yeah.
So that was great. And I was really happy just to be there to support her. Like, I know it looked like I was like happy for myself, but that genuinely all was for her. And
Oh, I
was
totally
so
believe it.
happy she was getting a moment with him. So
Yes.
super,
That is
super
really
cute.
cool. Yeah, I really want to
Especially
take.
after.
I have a special request. I don't know if you can complete it, but I just want the lumberyard to have fun. I would love that because they're my men, and
Oh,
I love them, and I want a hug.
Love
I want to hug some
you're like,
lumberyard.
I just saw they had back-to-back shutouts.
Yep.
I just saw that. I was like,
It was not pretty, but we got back-to-back shutouts, and so
the
that was
goalie
nice.
part was. I say the goalie part was pretty. The other players not so much.
that was it was super rad. It's so
That's
funny you
rough.
bring that up because I'm autistic. So surprise. So when I make a design, my brain is like black and white. Like this is the design. You don't
This is
change
it.
it.
Yeah.
Like I just hope blah 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 has fun. I've had requests from people and I'm like, it's first and last name. Like
That's it.
first and last name. I don't do nicknames. I don't do blah. So I actually, for an Abs fan that lives in New Jersey, I
Nice.
did I just hope the Abs fourth line has fun. And that was like my first time breaking
love
my
that.
own boundary. And I was like, I can get out of my head for my customers. I can.
Yeah.
So I actually just did a shirt that was, I just hope Will and Mac have fun.
Oh.
Something I would normally do. So
Yeah.
I'm
so proud of
Love
you
that.
for deviating. I know how
Yes.
hard that can be.
Yeah.
very, very hard, but I'm trying and I would absolutely love to make that for you. So
I will absolutely buy it.
I say I sit right behind them, so I'm like, V, come down.
Yeah.
Just hold it up.
Yeah.
they allow flags.
Yeah. They
As
allow.
long as they're folded up to begin with. Like
Yeah.
when you go through security, I think you have to have them like folded up.
Okay.
But I think they're still allowed in because
Yeah.
That's awesome.
several people bring flags
Bring
in.
posters and
okay.
flags and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Awesome.
sure. Yeah,
Cool.
I mean, I went to my first basically on the glass game. Well, I guess my first one was Veterans Day, but Sarah and I went to a game where I got the flu in the middle of it, but I was there for warm-ups and it was incredible. So they were right there. I got some incredible footage and pictures and my heart like grew 10 times.
So surreal, like being like it, like when I was there for Boston, I'm like on Boston side. I'm like, I've seen the Ducks 400 times. Like
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
There's like all these people sitting in front of me that I never get to see, and it's like you kind of lose the illusion a little bit when you're a season ticket holder. You're like,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this week I'm going to see the Habs for 3 games. And
This is thriving. Yeah.
teams that I love.
The Habs.
Dabs.
Habs are my number one. I literally they were kind of always a periph team for me because a lot of my friends liked them. And so on the social media platforms that I was on, I would see a lot of Habs content. And I was like, that's cool. Like they're original 6. Like you do you. I get what you guys are doing. I see you over there. And then I saw Arbor Jacki fight.
And that was it.
That's my dude. That's my favorite guy.
Done. Yeah.
His story, his family story, like just everything about. I love an enforcer. I love an undrafted king. I'm just like,
yes.
this dude is awesome. His relationship with Uri Slavkovsky, like their BFF, and just the younger kids coming up together. So I just, I've gotten worse.
Every time I think I can't
understand
get
that.
worse, I'm like, oh, I'm
It
like
can
really
get worse.
Yeah.
I am the NHL did not contact me when they made the schedule this season. And
Unfortunate oversight, Bettman.
Foresight.
they scheduled the Habs in LA and Anaheim on my best friend's wedding.
Your best friend, like, they're lucky because I know how
Right.
hard that is.
She genuinely felt so bad, and I'm like,
It's your friend. But I understand.
But I get it.
No,
Not you.
Oh, that's why I'm going to see the Habs these next 3 games this week because I don't get to see them at home. And
Right.
I'll probably go to San Jose to see them. So
And one of them is at Ballerina, right?
yeah,
Yeah. You are going to meet Sarah. I unfortunately have to work, which sucks. I know. But that just means you have to come back. So it's fine.
I will.
Yes.
When I worked for Zoomies, we went to Denver every year. So like,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
very familiar. I will be back.
Great.
Yes.
And have you ever been to ball before?
Nope.
Okay. You're going to
It's
love
an
it.
experience. Yeah.
It's an experience.
First
Yeah.
time going to ball into Utah.
It is
But I
the
did
best.
so I asked that question because I really wanna visit Canadian, arenas, and I was like, "What's the best one?" Hands down, everyone was like, "Montreal." Yeah, they were like it was, like,
Mhm.
not even a question. So now I'm like, "Okay, now I have to plan a trip to Montreal," and I'm like,
Yep.
I'm cool with that. I'm good to
Yeah.
go.
We should do a assassin slapshots retreat in Montreal.
Yes! Oh, I'm down with that.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Hell yeah.
But what about the women's side? Who do you go for the PWHL? Is it just like I want everybody to have fun?
Everybody.
It really obviously the first season, I was, like, figuring it out, I
Mhm,
don't know,
mhm,
but I love them all. I'm just happy
mhm.
to be here.
Yeah.
I'm just happy they're here. But I did find my alliance with the Victoire because obviously with the Montreal
Yeah, yeah.
connection. So I followed my girls, and then I was also a New York Sirens fan
Okay.
because of Abby.
Yeah.
And, I kinda like I very much couldn't pay attention to all the
Oh
things
my
that I was
god, I
watching.
know.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
some
rough.
things had to be sacrificed, so I didn't get to watch the Sirens as much, and then they announced Seattle, and I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I am a
Okay.
Seattle
Okay.
Kraken fan. Started watching hockey the year that the Kraken became a team, so
Nice.
we
So you're tied
grew
there.
up together. Yeah, I'm
You've
very
got it, yeah.
and Seattle's probably my biggest customer base, which is,
Okay.
like,
Okay,
crazy.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So I have lots of, like, ties there. So I had to go with the Seattle
Okay.
PWHL team too. So those are my 2 teams right now, Victoire and
Yes.
All right, all right.
For sure.
I'm into the Golden Eyes right now, but I will say Sarah and I are kind of like holding out because
We're just holding out.
yeah, it
because of Vancouver
I can't
sports or
No,
no.
because we're hoping on March 15th
Oh,
that they
duh.
announced Denver is gonna get
Yeah.
their PW.
Yeah, like we
Tell
we have a Victoire jersey, but like I really am, and we bought tickets to both of the Takeover Tour games, but I'm just kind of waiting to spend all of my money when they announce them.
Yes.
Yeah, line, they showed
Oh,
the line of the Vancouver fans, like,
it'll be me.
I was like, "I will be in that line for as long as it takes."
Yeah, yeah, it'll be.
Last year?
They
Yes,
did,
and it
yeah,
was
and now
great.
they're doing 2 this year, and we really think they're gonna announce it.
That March 15th, man,
I
I just
know.
know it's gonna happen.
What
I
would
just know
you
it's gonna
want
happen.
the team to be called?
I kinda like the Yetis, man. I just think that's awesome. Love the Yetis.
I love that, and I really want it to happen, but I don't know because they've been so sleek with the naming. Like
They really
it
have
hasn't
been,
been
yeah.
anything like super obvious,
Nope.
And
No.
I really love that about the PWHL. And I don't know because like I feel like the Denver Blizzard is like too close to the
The
Avalanche, and I don't
Frost.
think
Yeah.
they're gonna do
Yeah.
that. The
Nope.
Frost. Like I'm
Nope.
trying to think of like animals that it could
Yeah.
be, and I'm like, what, the Denver Prairie Dogs? I don't know. Like, so I don't
They
know.
pop out and scare
Yeah, you know. I
Dude,
also
that's
saw
crazy.
like a fan concept. It was like the Denver Black Diamonds, like kind of honing in
Ooh, I
on the
kinda like
skiing
that.
tradition. Yeah, and
I
the
like
jerseys
that.
were really sick, like inverted with the black and the white colors.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be a
Lots
really
of
cool idea.
That
Yeah.
would be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really bummed that they're not coming to Southern or any part of California. I understand why,
Right.
but it just sucks that like there's so many double stops and we're like, we just have one.
Yeah,
We're here.
we would like
So
one too.
in the first year, I met the people who were running the PWHL and they
Oh.
told us LA or Orange County, somewhere Southern California, will probably be 5 years.
That makes
Okay.
sense. That was
That
going to
was
be my
3
next
years ago.
comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like next year they'll do the West Coast expansion. I'm just really, I'm just so excited. I love the success of the league, like the momentum they have. Like every time I see a barn sold out, I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Holy
Like
shit.
There might have been tears the other night
Yeah.
when it was sold out and
I
like
see it and I'm
everyone was
like,
standing. I'm just like,
Something feels different about this season.
Mhm.
There's something like a very powerful movement, like and even the women are playing differently. I'm
oh
like,
yeah.
this is
it's
like
so fast and so physical.
and physical.
Yes.
I'm
Physically.
like, finally.
Well, the other night, everybody in the box. I was like,
I know.
"Oh, girls,
I was like, avenge my
all the
wife.
wives in the
I was
box."
like, this is the making of such a great sapphic hockey
Yeah.
romance story.
It was amazing.
I will say, I don't know how y'all think, but I don't like the new, you can't call a penalty like at the game. Like people at the headquarters call a penalty.
the
Like the
coaches'
coach
challenges?
isn't allowed to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of like not about that. I'm like they're not at the game though. They can't feel the momentum or like the
Right.
what's happening on the ice.
Well, it happens so fast. Like,
Right.
things happen so fast. So even on the screen watching it from home from, like, an NHL perspective, like, things are happening.
Yeah.
I think
So
if I understood the why, I
Right.
don't
Yeah.
understand why.
I didn't either. Honestly, I
the
didn't do
impetus
much
behind it?
digging about it, so
Yeah.
I should. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the
Article,
exactly?
that's
I'll do
the
that.
article.
See,
Yeah.
Lacey's just like, yep. So when we posted that we were going to do an interview with you, we had some listeners tune in and be like, hey, like, ask her this. So someone wants to know, and I do too. This is a great question. We want to know a time when you outwitted someone who thought they knew more about hockey than you, or when you were mansplained to, you know?
Okay, so
That's
probably one of my favorite stories is I think I was 3 or 4 months into watching hockey, and when I was starting to leave my house again, my boyfriend took me to the Vegas All-Star games, and that was huge for me because I was still really sick, but I had been so like hockey, hockey, hockey.
Yeah.
I could do this for hockey. And we were sitting by this Penguins fan, and me and him were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Mhm.
And he was like, oh, yeah, like this player. And I was like, I don't recognize his name. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I just started watching hockey 4 months ago. And he was like, what the fuck? What? And he was like, how do you know so much? And I was like,
Bro, I'm autistic. Like, I have ADHD and I'm autistic. This is my special interest friend.
he was dumbfounded by that. And then when it was like the intermission, he never came back. Yeah, he was like, God. But at that All-Star game, literally everyone that walked up to us to talk to us talked to my boyfriend, and he literally just would stare blank at them and go, talk to her. I don't know anything. And they
It's
were
the
like,
best.
so
Yeah.
my boyfriend loves hockey and we go to games together. He fully supports it, but he's
Mhm.
not hyper, he was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's always funny when people talk to Joe about hockey and he's like, V got me into it. Like, and like all of my friends, they're like, we watch
Hello?
hockey because of you.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
So cool. I love it. That's a great question.
That's a good question. Why do you empower other women to love hockey? But I think that's been like the whole episode, but
Yeah, right.
you know,
Did you say why or how?
why? We know how. I create cool shit and I'm loud as fuck. So
Because representation, justice, like we deserve this. That's it. Like I just it's hockey needed this. Like hockey needed double hockey sticks. It needed to take
Yes.
the fucking like it's not that serious. It's not that serious, but the things that are extremely serious, no one cares about.
right. Right.
So just trying to make it a safer space for everyone. Like it's impossible to make a safe space for every single person. That is impossible, but you can try. And the
Mhm.
Do your
NHL
best.
really doesn't try.
No,
It's performance.
it's complete performance. They like
It's
try not to really putting more effort into that. And then the final question, when/where did your goalie love start and who is your favorite goalie of all time?
That's so I wouldn't even consider myself like a goalie girly. Like I feel like there's so many people that love goalies way more than I do. I love
Goalie.
I say
I love goalies. I don't personally consider myself a goalie girl, which is
Okay.
funny that like other people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It honestly like I do love goalies. It probably
Yeah.
came from Swayman and Olmark
Yeah.
that year they played.
I hear that so much.
That's probably where like it really expanded for me. But like goalies are just weird and like weird. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them are probably undiagnosed neurodivergent.
Oh, 1000%.
So I can like resonate with that a lot.
Yeah.
I do have a very soft place in my heart for goalies. I just feel like there's more intense goalie people than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that. And I'm probably one of those people. For me, it's like there's the hockey teams and then there's the goalies. And like I'm never going to root like even Ottinger, which is saying something huge. Because we all know how much I fucking hate the Stars.
That's okay.
But even him, he's Ottinger. He's separate. Like
Yeah,
he's got a cute little otter and he's a goalie and like he's fine.
innocent.
Everybody else. Yeah, he's innocent. They're
innocent.
all goalies innocent
The ones that
Never did
Right.
anything.
except the
Oh,
one.
Well, except for the one that we
Fuck
all
Carter hard.
right.
Well, this has been so lovely, and I just keep doing you. I love the chaos. I love how unplanned it all is. I love the neurodivergence. As a queer woman, I'm like, absolutely more of this.
All of it.
You're truly an inspiration to so many people in the community, and I'm so glad that I found you. I'm so glad that I found this, and you were like one of the entry points into this thing that has completely taken over my life.
Yeah.
And now, you know, we're starting a career in it, and it just feels like you were definitely there in the
Part of
beginning.
it. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm always gonna, you know, when I'm like 80, I'm gonna be
Shout
like,
out.
remember Double Hockey Stix? Remember Lacey?
Product. She's got 40,000 items on her.
It's perfect for the nursing home. Yeah. That's gonna be us, all three of us. So thank you so much for coming on,
Thank
and
you
thank you
so
for
much.
being absolutely unapologetically you. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Stats and Slapshots. If you're craving more hockey content from us before next week's drop, have no fear. We're two chronically online hockey nerds.
Check out our Substack, social media channels, and support links below. If you're interested in sponsorship or collaboration, feel free to reach out at @sassandslapshots.com.
Special shout out to our editor, Joe Bogomil, and our graphic designer, Corey Tyler.
We appreciate all of the support and can't wait to chat with you next week. Bye.
Bye.